again. I've traveled all across this country, laying out my bold and modern agenda for change. In this journey, I will never lie to you. I will never tell you something I do not believe. I will never put anyone's interests ahead of yours. And I will never, ever stop fighting for you. I have no special interest controlling me, and I have no special interest. I'm spending millions and millions of dollars on my own campaign. I'm funding my campaign. My only interest is the American people. It's my interest. This country has been so good to me, I'm giving back, and that's what it's all about, giving back. So, while sometimes I can be too honest, Hillary Clinton is the exact opposite. She never tells the truth. One lie after another, and getting worse with each passing day. Thank you. The American people are still waiting for Hillary Clinton to apologize for all of the many lies she's told to them and the many times she has betrayed the American people at great danger to them. Tell me, has Hillary ever apologized for lying about her illegal email server and deleting 33,000 emails? Has Hillary Clinton apologized for turning the State Department into a pay-for-play operation where favors are sold to the highest bidder, which is exactly what's happening? Has she apologized for lying to the families who lost loved ones at Benghazi? Has she apologized for putting Iran on a path to nuclear weapons? Has she apologized for Iraq, for Libya, for Syria? Has she apologized for unleashing ISIS across the world? She and Barack Obama unleashed ISIS. Whether you like it or don't like it, whether you want to hear it or don't, that's what happened. Has Hillary Clinton apologized for the decisions she made that have led to so much death, destruction, and terrorism? Speaking of lies, we now know from the State Department, just announced, that President Obama lied about the $400 million in cash that was flown to Iran. It was flown to Iran. $400 million in cash. He denied it was for the hostages, but it was. Just came out. He said, we don't pay ransom, but we did. He lied about the hostages openly and blatantly, just like he lied about Obamacare. You remember, you can have your doctor, you can have your plan, right? You can have your doctor, you can have your plan. Didn't work out that way. Now the administration has put every American traveling overseas, including our military personnel, at greater risk of being kidnapped. Hillary Clinton owns President Obama's Iran policy. One more reason she can never, ever be allowed to be president. Let's talk about the economy. Here in this beautiful and great state, so many people had suffered because of NAFTA. NAFTA. Remember NAFTA, what it's done to this country. Bill Clinton signed the deal, and Hillary Clinton supported the deal. North Carolina has lost nearly half of its manufacturing jobs since NAFTA went into effect. Bill Clinton also put China into the World Trade Organization, another Hillary Clinton-backed disaster. Your city of Charlotte has lost 1 in 4 manufacturing jobs since China joined the WTO, and many of these jobs were lost while Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, our chief diplomat with China. She was a disaster, totally unfit for this job, totally unfit. Hillary Clinton owes the state of North Carolina a very big apology, and I think you'll get that apology around the same time you'll get to see her 33,000 deleted emails. In other words, you'll never see the apology. Another major issue in this campaign has been the border. Our open border has allowed drugs and crime and gangs to pour into our country and our communities. So much needless suffering, so much preventable death. I've spent time with the families of wonderful Americans whose loved ones were killed by the open borders and sanctuary cities that Hillary Clinton supports. I've embraced crying parents who've lost their children to violence spilling across our border. Parents like Laura Wilkerson and Michelle Root and Sabine Durden and my friend Jamil Shaw, whose children were killed by illegal immigrants so needlessly. My opponent supports sanctuary cities. But where were these sanctuaries for Kate Steinle? Where were they? Where were they? Where was it? Where was the sanctuary for Kate? Think about it. Where was the sanctuary for the children of Laura and Michelle and Sabine and Jamil? Where was the sanctuary for every other parent who has suffered so horribly? These moms and dads don't get a lot of consideration from our politicians. They certainly don't get apologies. They'll never even get the time of day from Hillary Clinton. She doesn't even care, I'm convinced. But they will always come first to me. Listen closely. We will deliver justice for all of these great American families. We will create a system of immigration that makes us all proud. Hillary Clinton's mistakes destroy innocent lives, sacrifice national security, and betray the working families of this country. Please remember this. I will never put personal profit before national security. Nobody should. I will never leave our border open to appease donors and special interests, which is what Hillary is doing, and they are being appeased. I will never support a trade deal that kills American jobs. I will never, ever put the special interests before the national interests. I will never put a donor before a voter or a lobbyist before a citizen. Instead, I will be a champion for the people. The establishment media doesn't cover what really matters in this country or what's really going on in people's lives. They will take words of mine out of context and spend a week obsessing over every single syllable and then pretend to discover some hidden meaning in what I said. Just imagine for a second if the media spent this energy holding the politicians accountable who got innocent Americans like Kate Steinle killed. She was gunned down by an illegal immigrant who had been deported 5 times. Just imagine if the media spent time, and lots of time, investigating the poverty and joblessness of the inner cities. Just think about how much different things would be if the media in this country sent their cameras to our border, to our closing factories, or to our failing schools. Or if the media focused on what dark secrets must be hidden in the 33,000 emails that Hillary Clinton illegally deleted. Thank you. Instead, every story is told from the perspective of the insider. It's the narrative of the people who rigged the system, never the voice of the people it's been rigged against, believe me. So many people suffering for so long in silence. No